Welcome to Caveman Coding. This is January 1st, 2025, and this is basically a series called Programming Every Day Until I am decent at it. So, mainly to land an internship. And so, yeah, without wasting too much time, let's just start. So, yeah, this will be the first stream. Um, so today is Jan 1st, 2025. Hopefully every day. Hopefully every day. Yeah, so hopefully every day. Hopefully every day of coding. So let's just start. Alright. So today we will be doing TCP client server. We will be doing TCP client server using pthreads basically. So it's a concurrent server. Concurrent server using pthreads, right? In C, obviously. So we will be doing that. So the first code is the, of course, the server code, right? So let's just first import the statements, right? Import all the statements and just use the lib.h include why is it showing that? I don't know. So obviously stdio for the input output, standard lib for all of the standard functions, string.h to use for the to use for the strings. And obviously if we are dealing with TCP, then we need to use this unix I. So unix standard.h. So all of the network protocols, functions, and all of those things are included in this library. And then pthreads, obviously we need to use pthreads, and then rper/inet.h, which tells us about the which gives us access to the internet functions. The internet related functions are basically the TCP, and then hashtag include net inet in.h just to make sure, right? Obviously you can syssocket is also needed because we are doing socket programming. And then of course the sys types.h. Okay, that was it. Well, just let me just turn off the suggestions because that's what we need, because I want to practice without the suggestions that is included in VS Code. So yep, and I think that's how you get better at it. And now let's just so okay, now of course the hashtag define function. Let's do hashtag define. Sorry, I don't think, we'll figure about that later. So let's just start with the main function. So int main, int argc, char pointer to argv array, and then let's just start. Okay, so Obviously the usage of the server is basically, yeah, I'm sorry, usage of the server is basically /server, and it takes the port number. So, right, whatever the file name is, whatever the object file name is, right, with the port number. So obviously there are two arguments only. There are only two arguments. So let's just first check for the arguments. So if, I'm sorry, if argc is not equal to 2, then then let's just use fprintf to print it out into the standard error. The correct usage should be the file name and the port number. Okay, \n and percentage as the file name, which is basically argv0, right? Okay, that is cool. And then exit 1 to exit out of the program. Int listenFD, basically we're defining the sockets for listening to incoming clients and also connecting to a client, basically to a particular client after listening to the clients, right? So that will be given by conempty, right? So, and then let's just define the struct of the sock adder in type of one for the client, one for the server basically. So, and then sock length, yeah, let's see about that later. And then let's just start off creating the listening socket. Let me just see if it's okay. I think it is working. So creating the listening socket, right? So of course listenFD should be equal to the socket, right? And then let's just see the man page for the socket. Let's just see that, so that you're really comfortable and we do not do any mistakes. Int domain, so of course that is the domain, which is AFINet for this particular case. And sock stream basically for TCP, because we're dealing with TCP, and 0 for the protocol, because we're not defining a custom protocol, right? So and then basically now let's just check if this is working. If it is not, well, if this is less than 0, that means it failed. Let's just use p-error, which logs our error into the standard error, and so that we know that the socket function has failed. And let's just exit out of the program after that. And then let's just clear out the struct sock add in server so that it's clean. So let's just use memset for that. So again, if we go into the terminal and let's just look for the memset basically. Yeah, so memset void star b and c. So we need to fill in the byte value of c and then size free length. So whatever is the string here, which uh, we need to define. So I'll just put in serve adder and put in 0 to zero out everything. And yeah, and the size of serve adder. Okay, and then yeah, okay, well that's it. And yeah, and then after that, let's just initialize let's just initialize the structure related to the, so that is the serve adder. Okay, and then yeah, so was obviously serve adder dot send family. Yeah, send family is equal to the whatever the family that it belongs to, which is in this case it's AFINet, and then serve adder in dot symport obviously a should be equal to h2ns a to I, the argument which is argv1, right? H2ns, well, a to I just converts this string into integer, and h2ns is converting the host address to network, I mean, yeah, the host network byte order to network byte order, so that it goes, so that it is compatible through the network, right? So, and then serve adder dot syn adder sadder defining the IP address h to nl, because it, and S stands for S stands for, yeah, I mean, sorry, S stands for S. Okay, S stands for short and L stands for long. So we're converting basically the short integer and the long integer. We're dealing with short integers and long integers here. And h2nl in adder any, which just binds to uh, every network interface. I think, if I'm not wrong, I may be wrong. I'm not really you know master at this, so okay, I'm not really a master at this. Just yeah, this is my first day of streaming, so please don't mind me making mistakes. And by no means this is a tutorial. This is just a, okay, I'll just, yeah, this is not a tutorial. Let me just clear that. This is not a tutorial. This is just for my practice, right? This is just for my practice and no way intended to help students, right? If you're gaining help from it, okay, then that's fine. But yeah, I'm not the teacher. So, and then bind the socket to a particular port, right? Port address. And yeah, so obviously the bind, let's just see the bind manual. Okay, so man bind. Okay, now this man to bind, I think. Yeah, so man to bind, just so you know, bind to is basically is the second page for the manual, is basically system calls, so that's why my bind to. And then yeah, so bind takes in the socket, so which is the listen ft, and then of course the struct sock add pointed to that, I think. Yeah, so it should be in the in brackets, and then and serve add, which is basically, yeah, basically you're taking in the serve add, and then address length, which is the socket length, basically the size of server, right? God damn it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now, well, yeah, if this is less than 0, right? Yeah, yeah, basically, if this is less than 0, then basically it means that bind has failed. So let's just log that and close the listen empty. It's always good to close our open file descriptors and exit, right? Okay, that's cool. After binding, and then start listening to the incoming clients. Well, this can be done obviously through the listen function. So I'm just gonna listen, which takes in the socket. So again, listen, it takes in the server. Yeah, I'm sorry, listen ft, and the backlog with just the maximum clients we intend to, you know, um, we intend to deal with. So let's just define the max clients as 10. Okay, so and then we can use it here, and yeah, so if this is equal to 0, then basically we have failed. Just listen and exit. Also close the listen, right? After that, let's just print out let's just print out that the server is listening on board, whatever port, like this argui1, right? Also, I think let's just check for the this is just an edge case, but it's always better to check if the port number is not in is in the correct range. So if it is less than 0, I mean if it is less than 1024, I'm sorry, or if it is greater than 65535, I believe that's the number, just change it to integer before doing the check. Okay, yeah, if it is less than 1034 or if it is greater than 6335, then obviously it is troublesome. So the port should be in the range of 1024 and 65535. Remove the argument. Yep. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so after listening, then obviously after listening, once we get a particular client, let's just keep, you know, listening, and then let's just keep accepting clients uh, until the user closes the server program. So that is used basically through accept function call, sorry, and then obviously let's just see the accept manual. So it just takes in the listen ft and the address. So it takes in the client address this time, basic, because you're accepting from the client, so it takes in the client address. So so we need to use sockad pointer to the client address structure address, right? So and then client length, let's just define the client length here. So this, it should be, yeah, it should be sock lengthy. Yes, it should be sock lengthy. Client length is equal to oh yeah, size of client add, right? I think that's pretty cool. So now this is like if conft fails, basically if conft fails, let's just type accept failed and then continue to the next address, basically continue to the next client, continue accept, continue listening, basically continue listening for next client. So I think I may be wrong on this, listening or accepting, I don't know, but yeah, you need to continue doing the loop, right? Because if you use break here, I just stops listening for more clients, and we need a concurrent server, so that's cool. All right, so so and then yeah, create a new thread. So and then yeah, and then yeah, and then just let's just uh, log that new connection is made. I just from um, percentage s percentage d backslash 1. There should be, well, percentage s, obviously you can use init into a function call. We just changes the network byte order to, a presentable form, I think a string. So that's why we are using percentage s. So that should be client adder dot sin add, right? And then percentage is obviously the port number, which can be gained through end to address. Client add dot sin port. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. Now let's just we need to use threads concept from now onwards, creating new thread, basically, because creating new thread for each client, um, that's what it is the matter here. That's what is needed here. That's what is the core concept here, basically creating a new thread for each client. So that can be created. I think let's just first um, define pthread here. So pthread tid, right? So we're just creating a thread, basically, and then right. So and then I think let's just god damn it, why am I sorry. I'm still a noob. So man to pthread create, that's what I don't know, pthread create, yeah, so it's in the three. Okay, right, library functions. So the pthread care, so we can use this function to create a thread basically, and we have defined pthread. No, that's right. Okay, so right, okay, so we included that. So pthread create, so let's just do that. So let's just if pthread create, mm, right, so of pthread create, so pthread pointed to the thread basically, and obviously the address of tid that we have defined earlier, and const pthread attribute. So basically the attributes passed to this, um, as of now you can just put null. I do not know why, but I'm gonna find out the next stream. So I think let's just um find out dot y is null here. Just memorize this, y null. So I'll I'll just probably figure it out in the next stream, right? So handle client. This should be a function. So which it's just a void, takes in a void pointers. I'm sorry, yeah, takes in a void pointer, and it is a pointer to a function and returns a void pointer. So let's just define handle client there, and then we will define it later. And then void star, basically arguments. So void star, so let's just void star, um yeah, let's just void star this, void star. This is, we should essentially just pass conf d, but before passing conf d we need to cast it cast this pointer to an integer. So that is done to int ptrt. So I will also learn about int ptrt the next stream. I do not know. I don't have time for that right now as of now. But yeah, that basically that's what they use. If this is not equal to 0, then well basically just print out p error, pthread pthread create, and then close the conft. I don't think we should close the listening socket because we are doing continue here for handling the next client, right? So now let's just find the handle client which has the exact same this thing. So it should be handle client. Okay. Handle client. So basically this function is used for handling whatever um whatever we need to do, like whatever is asked in the question. So in this, let's just implement an echo server. So echo server, which basically echoes whatever the client sends. So let's just do that. So void start, and then yeah, let's just pass in the argument here, and then okay, let's just point in the argument here. So int conft should be equal to int ptrt argument, because basically we are passing in the conft here the socket, and then we are just typecasting again. We are retrieving the void pointer, and by casting the pointer to an integer, hence int int conft, and then so, and now we can use the conft here, right? So let's just define a buffer to store our uh, whatever the input that the client has sent. So let's just define the max line as 1024. That should be cool. Car, yeah, basically an array of basically a string, basically, yeah. And then sist n. This should be useful for the number of bytes read, basically, yeah. So this should be number of bytes read or written back, right? So that will help us track the number of bytes, right? And then, super enough, let's just define client connected, that the client has connected. It's always good to do this. Client connected thread id should be percentage ld backslash n pthread pthread self, I think. Basically, this returns the thread id. Yeah, let's just, yeah, because this helps us if to know that if actually a client has connected with a unique thread id using the pthread self. Okay, that's cool. Now the echo loop starts now. So while, let's just do while. Okay, so that's while. Let's just retrieve the number of bytes using the read system call from the confd, obviously. If you want to know the man page for read, because I'm not sure. Okay, so man 2p, so read file descriptor, the file descriptor buffer, obviously. Let's just, yeah, buffer, yep, buffer, and the size of n byte. So obviously size of, I'm sorry, yeah, max line, basically. You can also use size of buffer, but yeah, max line is already defined. So while this n is greater than 0, then obviously we have stuff that is read from the buffer. I mean, the client has sent something, and so we can, retrieve whatever the client has sent. We are checking that through this condition, that there is something that the client has sent. So okay, and then basically, yeah, null terminated the string because we are using the read system call. So the last basically the last index of the buffer will always be backslash n, and we don't want to do that because we want to print out whatever the client has sent. So it's better to convert that last string into backslash 0 so that it can convert into a string, basically. So null terminate the string, that's what we're doing here. Null terminate the string. So buffer n should be equal to backslash 0. So essentially we're converting it to a string, basically, and then so that we can print out whatever the client has sent. Z from client percentage s buffer. Okay, that's cool. And now let's just echo back. So as long as the client has sent it, I mean, as long as the socket is carrying some information on data, um, this loop runs basically. So echo back to the client. That will be basically using the write function. Also, yeah, okay. Right, so if we can just do if write, well, you can just do, okay, I don't think that is good. Okay, if we can just let me think. Yeah, so if write, it's the same thing, right? So write con of t, passing the socket, the buffer, and this size. If this system call fails, basically, this system call fails, we can just print out that, you know, the write is failed. Is failed. Okay. Yep. And then I don't think exit is the right option. I think continue. I'm not sure. But I don't have time for that. Limited on time, so yeah, let's just implement the basic thing, right? And then let's just check if n is equal to 0, whatever um, that whatever the number of bytes received. If n is equal to 0, then printf client has disconnected. Client is disconnected, and also let's just print out the thread ID, right? Let's just print out the thread ID, person is ID. Yep. Pthread also. Pthreads, yeah. Okay, that is cool. Because if it is 0, then obviously it just means that the client has disconnected and it is not no more sending any data. And then else if n is less than 0, basically, then obviously p error read has occurred. Okay. After all of this, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's right. So after all of this, let's just close the conf t file descriptor, and we can just return null because it's a null pointer return. So we have to find the handle and the starting routine for the thread. And now let's just come back to the main function to proceed further. Now after doing that, let's just detach the threads. This is always it's needed. This is always good for programming, so that we free the resources, right? Okay, that is cool. And then close the listener outside the loop, right? And then return the loop. That means it has successfully run. Okay, now let's just run the, oh, I'm sorry, see, What? What am I in? Jan 1, right? Jan 1. Shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Jan 1. God damn it. Where am I? What the fuck, man? I'm gonna edit that out. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. Second. Now let's just run this. Okay. 20th line. Where is it? Yeah. Did we not close? Did we not close? Chat. Expected after top level declarator. What do you mean? What does this mean? Okay, let's just find out. Let's just find out. Damn it. Top level declarator. What's the deal, bruh? Fuck, what's the deal? What's the deal? Uh, 86. What does this mean, though? Let me just come back. I'll be back. I'll just be back. 1 second. Okay. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I just used the washroom, right? Okay, I'm back. So what is the issue? I don't have time. Sorry. I gotta use ChatGPT, bro. I just gotta use it. Resolve. Your syntax and declaration handle and found the function can be ready to there. It should be declared in the correct syntax. The function mode you have in your code should be defined as. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. My bad. It's not a pointer. It should be just a function. That is cool. Oh god damn it, bro. What is this? Warning. Type long, but the argument is type pthread. No null. 25. 25. Word. What is happening? Hmm. Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck. Spelling mistake. Actually, oh. Okay. There are warnings, but specialist type long, but the argument is type p30 non-null AK stroke. What is the type of. What is this? What is this? Mm, what is this? What? Mm, oh, god damn it. What am I doing? Man, p thread. It should be. It should be. It should be. Or did I even use p thread itself? What is it returning? Just tell me that. p30. That's what I'm saying. Well, it's just a warning, but yeah, you get that. I don't know, right? Yeah. So that is the server code. We still need to implement the client code. Well, I don't have time. I don't have much time, but uh, let's just write it. Okay, let's just write it fast. Okay, and then alright, let's just define card pointer to argv if args, well, this should be the usage of this. Obviously, will be uh, the client, the file name, server IP. Let's just finish it off in 10 minutes. Port \n. Yeah, I think that should be code. Pretty much. That should be the code. So let's just run the checks here. Let's just run the checks. And then define a socket, the struct for the socket, which contains all the address details of the server. Let's just define two buffers, send line, which is used for sending, and this is used for receiving. Okay. SSD, and which is just used for tracking. Think socket FT, which is just socket AF init sock stream. Just if it should be less than 0 basically. Error socket exit 1. And in client yeah, and then just let's just do this. Yeah, this should be that is cool. The port, yeah, that is, it should be 2, right? 0 1 2. Okay. And the right, and then this should not be there because we do not know yet. We can use init p2n if let's just see. Okay, I find it, the family argv1 server dot incinerator. If it is less than equal to 0, then p error and be done. I think that's just reasonable. And then close this. Close the socket and exit. And then connect to the server. Connect sock FD. Struct sock add pointer pointer to serve add size of serve add. Okay, less than 0. And close. Oh, one, yeah. And then printf. Backslash n. And then let's just find the infinite loop. To send it to the client. Let's just prompt the user to enter a message or type exit toolkit backslash n. Okay, and then let's just use fgets. I don't think you should use fgets, but in this case I think you can, but I don't think it's a good approach. But I'm gonna use fgets, and there's also, I don't know the exact reason why you should not use fgets. Why not? Let's just know that in the next stream, right? And then break. Okay. And if string compare if the user has entered exit, basically. For if it is equal to 0, then break. God damn it, there's only 2 minutes left. Right, yeah, right to the socket D, send line, yeah, basically that. Okay, and n is equal to read socket t receive line max line. We're basically reading it again after the server has sent back whatever the client has sent, or encode basically. If it is less than equal to 0, then p error read. We can also do this. We can also do this. Yeah, and that's it. And yeah, then just break because it does not working. Then receive line. After storing into receive line, null terminate the string as usual, and then printf a code from server percentage s percentage s. Close the sock FD and then return 0. Fuck. Okay, that's it. Let's just run it. Run it. Let's just run it. Okay, too many fucking errors. Oh wait, then I'll just find this. So 50. Connect. Oh, damn it. What do you mean, too many arguments? STRN, HUs, STRN. Alright, that's it. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Now let's test if it's working. If it is not, let's just see it in the next stream. Sorry. Server. Oh yeah, 8086. Segmentation fault. What the fuck does that mean? Segmentation fault. Oh my god. What does that even mean? Wow. Wow. What what is it doing? Hmm. Must be the pointers or something. Hmm. I, as I told you, I don't have much time. So let's just do this. What is the missing thing here? Oh yeah. So pointer function. Oh, I'm not compiled it again after I made the changes. Damn it. Okay. What? Oh, it's just doing that, but yeah. Well, I did that. Okay, let's just copy paste the warnings. I should not use ChatGPT, but because I just wanted to work, I don't have time. I'm just using this due to mismatch between the format specifier and the actual type. In your case, you define as pointer type struct. So long it is if it's not correct to fix this, you should use the correct format specifier for example, use p, which is for printing pointer types. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay. Right. I think that should. God damn it. I think that should resolve this. Oh my god, why is it doing segmentation fault? I think I'm not going to read that. We will, yeah, we'll see about it in the next stream. Yeah, we'll see about it. Um, resolve this in the next stream. Okay. Yep. Okay, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Bye.